Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today, I'd like to welcome Julian Jazquez, the president and COO of BCN, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Julian joined BCN in 2004, and he delivers 17 years of experience in senior executive leadership and strategic guidance at BCN. In June of 2018, Julian began serving as president of BCN in addition to his role as chief operating officer. Prior to BCN, Julian held a range of financial management and ownership positions at other telecom service providers. Before starting his career in telecommunications, Julian served with PricewaterhouseCoopers, where he provided auditing and business advisory services for emerging market companies and multinational corporations. Julian, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thanks, Steve.
Nice to have you. Well, last week, your chairman and CEO, Richard Boudria Jr., explained a general overview of BCN and gave us a vision of what's to come. This week, it's your turn. It's clear that BCN is much more than a POTS aggregator. Please talk about your focus on core and emerging technologies and your journey to being the technology solution provider that you are today.
Well, that's great. Love the question, Steve. And again, thanks for having me on the show. So the core and emerging areas of our product offering, those are the heart and soul of our where we're moving to as a company, and ultimately when we finish our journey in this transition, where we intend to be fully vested in. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of context. Our legacy business is that traditional telco TDM business. Our core services are really all things internet access, and that could be any and all flavors, any and all delivery mediums, all things internet access. I've heard other folks refer to it as network as a service. And then our emerging service category is all of those products and services which operate above the network or further enhance, manage, secure, and enable the network. So we have a lot of things in there, a lot of neat products in there like SD-WAN, UCAS, an array of other IP or IP voice replacement services. We have our whole portfolio of managed network equipment that goes into that emerging services offering. So, and really the strategy that you spoke to, about 5 years ago, 75% of our business was based in that legacy business, 25% in core and emerging. And at that time, we set out on a strategy to completely transition that. And the reality is flip that to where 25% of our business comes from legacy, and the other 75% of the business will come from core and emerging. And we're well on that journey now, finding success. Here in February of 2022, we find ourselves at about even, where we're around 50-50, if you will, 50% legacy, 50% core and emerging. We're right on plan with our timeline, and we look forward to the next few years when we believe we'll be able to finish that transformation or that transition that I've been speaking to. I will say this too, is the strategy is really all encompassing. It's not just about the kind of the numbers, but it's really the core and soul of the organization as well. If you can imagine, everything has to align behind that. So the product offering has to be more robust in core and emerging. Our teams, our employees, our skill set, our knowledge bases have to evolve and change with that. Our technology partners, our vendor partners, our sales partners, all of those things really have to kind of go through that transition with us. Like I said, we're excited about it, and we are absolutely on our way and on our journey.
Oh, congratulations. That's great. Well, I've read that you're using the phrases moving with intent and bringing the customer on the journey as part of your business strategy. What exactly does that mean to the sales partners and to the customers of BCN?
Sure. So obviously customers and sales partners are very, very key to the whole strategy, big stakeholders in the equation. But really moving with intent To be honest, Steve, it was a way to simply articulate, mobilize, energize our team behind the strategy. And it really was to let them know that what we're doing is being done with intent. We're not walking about, we're not roaming around. We actually intend for this to occur. We intend for this to occur. We intend for the timeline for it to occur on. So when we go through changes and evolutions, we often say, well, we intend for this to happen. We intend to hire new people with different skill sets. We intend to embrace new technology partners. We intend to find down to the workspaces that our employees need. So we intend for this to happen. It's more of a sense of what's happening is supposed to happen. It's also a way for us to let folks know there's actually a greater plan, and the best way to get a team moving is get them the plan and let them get behind it. And so that's what it really is, the moving with intent words or phrasing that we use.
I love it. You got to move with intent. That's for sure. I love it. Love it. Well, I've read that the average tenure in your organization is greater than 10 years. That certainly reflects a seasoned group of telecom professionals. How important is having the right team in achieving the business strategy that you just described?
Oh, it's again, that is a mission critical item. So let me give you a little more context. Here at BCN, we talk about the BCN experience. And the BCN experience requires us to account for three stakeholders, three mission critical stakeholders: our customers, our sales partners, and our employees. So they are a stakeholder. They're a mission critical stakeholder. They're a pillar, one of the three pillars. They're the third leg on the stool that keeps the stool standing. However you want to describe it, our team and the employees that make that up, we absolutely, they are really how this strategy is ultimately going to unfold and be successful. We think there's great opportunity for them, and we really look forward to them holding that role, if you will, as an element of the experience. We really get behind this concept of the experience, and really the view is it's pretty simple. We just don't believe that you can have happy customers if you have unhappy employees. It's pretty basic, and you can play those analogies throughout those three stakeholders. Our sales partners, if they're disappointed, it's kind of hard to have a happy customer or a happy employee. So we look for success in all three of those. Our employees, we really we focus on them from the standpoint of, obviously, the compensation part of it's always there, but I really like to talk about 3 R's, which is reward, recognize, and relate. And I think if we do those things well with them, I believe that we're gonna, our success will really be along with them. Those 3 R's, again, they're kind of important to us. Reward folks for doing a great job, give them the opportunity to find success. Recognize them, recognize people for success, celebrate the wins. I tell them, I say, take every win in life and celebrate every win. And then obviously relate. And, the relate side of it, and, to be honest, what we've all gone through the last couple of years, the relate element of that really carries a lot of, it's got a lot of depth to it right now, a lot of tone to it, because, really relate to what our employees are doing, relate to the training that they need to be successful, relate to the challenges that they're encountering potentially at work or at home. So we've got to take care of that. Again, we have to have all three of those pillars stable and just ready to go, so that we can ultimately accomplish this transition and continue this really great growth rate that we have going over here.
Well, that's brilliantly simple. I love it. Very rarely done, but I love that you guys have that. Hey, so Julian, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and then I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Please tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself.
A little known fact. Oh, how about I give you a new thing instead of an old thing? Here's my new thing. So during this winter, me and a group of friends have decided that we are going to come up with our own distillery and for personal consumption. And we decided that we're going to make this happen and hopefully have something to laugh about and enjoy here over the summer. So I'm a part of a group that's going to try and figure out how you build and operate a distillery. It's kind of an interesting group. If you think about it, we have an attorney, a couple of engineers. There's a public health official. I guess that's needed in today's age. We have a sports psychologist to keep us motivated, professional fundraiser, administrator, and then me. I kind of round out the bench. But anyways, we're looking forward to that. That'll be a new experience for me, and that's probably something that very few people know that I'm endeavoring in here.
Sounds like a fun team. Keep me posted on that. Well, hey, Julian, thanks for setting aside some time of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun Show. I really appreciate it.
Great. Thanks again for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody.